Hi everyone, this is a quick video from me, Corbettmaths, to say congratulations on completing your first GCSE Maths paper. Well done. For some students, the paper may have went really well. That's great. For some other students, the paper might not have went as well as you'd hoped for. And for the vast majority of students, the paper will have started off pretty well. And then at the end, there will be a few challenging questions. And that's quite normal because the exam board don't want everyone getting full marks. So they're trying to throw you with a few of the last questions, maybe to get 99% instead. Okay, so over my years of teaching, I've been teaching maths for years, and I've had hundreds and hundreds of students sit their GCSE Maths that I've taught, and they've done it. Out of those hundreds of students, dozens have come out and said, "Oh, it didn't go so well. It's a disaster," that type of thing. But actually, nearly all of them have gone on to do really well and even get top grades. And the reason that is because either one, the paper didn't go as badly as they thought it had gone. Maybe they'd listened to people outside the exam hall afterwards or on Twitter, on social media, and convinced themselves they got it wrong, but actually they got it right, and the people they were talking to might be mistaken. Their method marks may have picked up the vast majority of marks through the questions anyway. Or secondly is the first paper might not have went that well, but their paper 2 and paper 3 went really well. And the reason that was is because they prepared amazingly well for it after the paper 1 had happened and really focused hard on the paper 2 and paper 3. So what I would say to you now is paper 1 is done. There's nothing you can do about it. Really now focus on paper 2 and paper 3. So focus your revision on the topics which haven't been tested yet, and then obviously remember to go back and look at everything else. As you prepare for paper 2 and paper 3, on Corbettmaths I've added these unseen topic checklists. And these are topics that either haven't been seen yet on paper 1 or usually have a higher profile. These unseen topic checklists, they have all the topics that either haven't been seen or usually have a higher profile. The topics with stars are key topics, so perhaps if Pythagoras and trigonometry didn't appear on paper 1, and given that students up and down the country will have spent so much time revising for Pythagoras and trigonometry, hopefully, that it would be unfair if the exam board didn't include it in some form over the 3 papers. So if it didn't appear on paper 1 and it's a key topic, I would have said there's a very good chance of appearing on paper 2 or paper 3 or both. And if I was revising, I would start off with the star topics first of all, before then doing the other topics, before then just giving everything a recap. Obviously you've got the half-term week, so that's the perfect time to be going through this checklist, watching the videos, ticking things off, making sure you're confident with them, and it gives you some time to maybe seek some help from a teacher or a parent or a friend, or either over the half-term or whenever you get back to school.
Now, another fantastic feature of the Unseen Topics checklist is the fact that it's interactive. So if you've got this checklist on your phone or your tablet or on your computer and you click any one of the topics, it'll bring you straight to the ultimate Corbettmaths revision video. So for instance, if you wanted some extra help in bearings, if you just press that or touch that or click on that bit, it'll bring you straight to the part of the Corbettmaths ultimate revision video where I'm covering bearings, and I'll spend about 2 or 3 minutes going through that topic. So if you clicked on tree diagrams, it'll bring you straight to that part of the Corbettmaths video where I'm going through tree diagrams and so on. So that's just one of our fantastic feature of the Unseen Topics checklist. And just remember, the topics that are starred are the topics that I would revise first if I was revising. The other topics are topics that are either unseen or usually more high profile in the GCSE. And also remember, the topics from paper 1 may still appear on papers 2 and 3, and that you spend a bit of time revising those as well. And if you're going through the preparation papers, at the end of the list of all the topics, I have listed those topics that are not on this checklist, so that can mean that you can focus on those as well whenever you've covered everything else.
So those checklists are on Corbettmaths. Also, I've created preparation papers, and these preparation papers are questions based on these checklists for all of those topics where you can practice those. Again, those practice papers are on Corbettmaths and they mark schemes of the answers are there as well, so you can go through and practice those over half-term. So I was spending maybe a couple of days over half-term going through this before then going through the rest of the topics and recapping everything. So everything is still to play for. If your paper 1 went really well, fantastic. It's very important that you work really hard between paper 1 and paper 2 to prepare for those exams, those paper 2 and paper 3, to make sure those papers go as well so you get a top grade overall. If your paper 1 didn't go as well as you'd hoped for, or you think it didn't go as well as you'd hoped for, everything is still to play for. If you work really hard, your paper 2 mark and paper 3 mark can be pulled up a bit, and then that means that you'll do well overall. So make sure you put in that work. I believe in you. You can do it. Just make sure you work really hard and give it your best shot. So obviously those results are there. I hope they're useful for your revision. Please subscribe to me on YouTube, and all the very best of luck. I hope the exams go really well for you.